Money is actually a story. Money, when viewed physically, is nothing more than paper or a digital number. The only thing that gives it value is people's belief in it. In this sense, money is the greatest shared fiction humanity has ever constructed. Just like the state, law, or religion. All of them are fundamentally based on a social agreement, in other words, trust. Hyperinflation is the collapse of this story. The numbers don't change, the ink doesn't dry, but one morning people wake up and say, I no longer believe. That is the moment money dies. Why always the same mistake? 5 different countries, 5 different eras, but always the same scenario. This is not a coincidence. Because what lies beneath is not an economic weakness, but a political one. Printing money works like a painkiller that numbs the pain in the short term. Governments can't pay their debts, so they print money. Post-war reconstruction is needed, so they print money. The public is unhappy, so they print money and spend it. In the short term, it seems to work. In the long term, however, the bill comes back multiplied. The real problem here is this: the ones who pay the price are not the ones who made the decision. When the politician who made the decision leaves office, inflation may not have even begun yet. But 10 years later, the ordinary citizen pays that bill. This is the rendering of responsibility invisible by spreading it across time. Economic crisis or social crisis. The most striking point in the text is this: hyperinflation did not just hit wallets, it tore apart the fabric of societies. In Germany, the collapse of the middle class laid the groundwork for political radicalization. As people fell into despair, they turned toward strong leaders who promised to change everything. In Venezuela, experts left the country, a brain drain occurred, and the healthcare system collapsed. In Yugoslavia, the official monetary system became completely dysfunctional and people took refuge in the informal economy. So hyperinflation is not merely prices rising very high. It is a society losing its belief in itself. This fracture is felt for far longer than the economy takes to recover. A look at today's world. The boldest claim in the text comes here: the seeds of past mistakes are being sown today as well. Global debt levels, central bank balance sheets, asset bubbles fed by low interest rates, all of these must eventually find equilibrium. The question is not, will it happen, but when and how. Moreover, today's world is far more complex. With countries so interconnected, a crisis of confidence may no longer be contained within a single nation. When Germany collapsed in 1923, the world watched. But when confidence in global reserve currencies or major economies is shaken, the dominoes fall far more quickly. The real message: the system is not thinking about you. Perhaps the most bitter truth emerging from the text is this: governments can erode their debts through inflation, but the individual has very few weapons against this mechanism. Wealth preservation, financial literacy, diversification, these are no longer luxury recommendations, they are a necessity. Because the system is designed not to protect you in difficult times, but to protect itself. These 5 examples from history tell us this: being prepared is not paranoia, it is a responsibility.